The world is full of magic. Wondrous creatures, dragons, and wizards all share it together. The Guild of Nova Nimbus rises at the center of it all, but its arcane power fractured with the disappearance of Ankh-Saral. With more questions than answers, the tides of magic have begun to shift, changing the world as we know it. Welcome to Fairy Tale Origins. Hello! The one and only Xylophoney here with Fairy Tale Origins. I had just realized that was the first moment I've spoken today. That's not true, but it feels certainly like it is. Hello, all of you little wizardlings. How is everyone doing today? We have some wizarding to do. We have organized some thoughts. We have made some plans. And yes, we still have a unicorn horn. It's probably going to be there for a while. I guess probably every couple years a unicorn will shed its horn and grow a new one. I am certainly hoping I don't grow a new one when that time comes. But we can get things going. So, let's chomp on some carrots. Chomp upon some carrots, and now we are fully fed. So, what to do today? What to do? Well, we might as well start the day, not by thanking the light gods, but by visiting our new best friends, Aurora and... oh, jeez. One, good to see you guys are getting along. And two, wow, hippogriffs grow fast. That was a little, surprising. Little surprising. It looks like he grew a new color palette as well. Look at that. Aurora, let's just get the name there. So, he or she, whatever we decided. I suppose we just decide the hippogriff gender, since I think it's a she. So these two can be besties. I mean, not that a guy and a girl can't be besties, it's just it's easier this way. So we'll need a name for her. But yeah, you got big, and you got big as well, Aurora. Are you stage 2 now? Nope, you are not stage 2. Jeez, okay, that's it. You can still physically ride on my shoulder, but I don't think you should ride on my shoulder. That's, a lot. That's a lot, okay. So, yeah, still stage 1. 23 days, maybe it's 30 days where it hits stage 2. That would make sense. But yes, there we go. She looks like a seagull. A little bit. A little bit. But there we go. There we go. So now these two, they seem to be friends because they haven't eaten each other yet. And hippogriffs and dragons are ancient enemies. Let's just get a little bit of dragon feed. Dragon meal, rather. And then some pork for the both of you. Because, you know, I suppose it was all the pork we fed him. That's what made him grow so much. So, a little bit of dragon feed for you. And pork for you. And pork for you. Ooh, George says it's his sister's birthday. If she jumps in the stream, we'll all scream happy birthday. If not, then... oh, jeez, you're heavy. Then, nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. Let's see. So, we have a hippogriff here. And honestly, we have 2 hippogriffs we need to name. So, we have that newborn hippogriff and then... oh, great. Where'd this other one go? I don't know. He'll be around. Maybe he joined the others. Because I noticed something pretty cool, actually, about these hippogriffs. They didn't want to just sit out in the rain, so they found themselves a nest. Now, the nest doesn't seem to be made yet, but if we go over here, we can see... hey! Okay, so that's just Odin and Freya chilling. You're in the dark out here. Hold on, let me see if I got any light for you. Yeah, let's try the illumination wand, see if that works out. Yeah, there we go. Bang. A little bit of that. Good. A little bit of that. And it takes a lot of star power to use the illumination wand, surprisingly. Come on, we'll get one more zap in us, and... whapa? I guess I can only do it so far. But there you go, now you guys aren't sitting in the dark, at least. But I guess the other one, which I think was becoming Thor, is vacated away, perhaps. But it's fine. And yes, this is an illumination wand. It's simply a, you know, a more simple design made with star magic. That does the same thing as the illumination powder, just means you don't have to carry around stacks of illumination powder. It transmutes the magic of the stars directly through the wand. But, you know, clearly we don't have enough star magic channeling through us just yet. Even though it looks like it, you know. Especially if we hold out our attunement one. Look at all the star magic that just emanates off of my body. Look at this. It's just trailing us. We leave a trail of star magic everywhere we go. It's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Pretty sparkly, really. And I enjoy the sparkles. So it's pretty good. But the main thing we can do with this wand is, of course, fly. And... no, look at the trail behind me. This is the coolest flying there is. It just is. Now, the cape doesn't naturally... you know, luckily it's a magical cape, but it can't quite keep up with me. The cape cannot follow. But, we seem to be able to, fly pretty quickly. Much more quickly than if we were to decide to make one of those rings that some people were suggesting. So, I feel like we have accomplished something great. So it's very good. That is very good. Floating head? No, that's impossible. There's nothing on anyone's top right of the screen. Don't worry, there's no heads involved. Pretend there's no heads involved. It's fine. So, good to see that everyone is doing well today. And yes, the clothes have been attuned and enchanted. They are now attuned to the Visio constellation, and that is why I can fly without elytra. And it's even cooler than elytra because instead of having the wings, it has the glowing trail behind me. So, I just kind of did that on my own, so hope you don't be mad about it. And we can even, like, we don't even have to be flying downwards to make this sort of elytra work because we have the wand to supercharge us forward. Ow, that was really fast. Ow, okay. It's very fast, just, we go faster than the speed of light. Starlight, though, not sunlight, so it's probably the same speed. In fact, stars are suns, very distant ones. But I've always thought they were just giant big balls of gas burning millions of miles away. Or fireflies. Fireflies stuck up in that big bluish black thing. You can never really tell what the stars truly are. And we may never know. There is absolutely no proof on what the stars might be. Anyway, now I believe it's time to get to our to-do list. To-do list. So, we have some things over here. Of course, we have our titles we must live up to. We have Xylo, the Undying, Master of Storms, Star-Lord, Godslayer, Conqueror of the Void, Wavemaker, Mother of Dragons, and Hero of Time. Of course, Paragon of Twilight Paladins isn't really relevant anymore, so we'll work on some other titles to be had. And, yes, for those of you who are wondering, aside from the Fairy Tale Origins, we will be streaming the Skyrim D&D, but since we don't have all of our players, it'll be a special event, which is gonna get pretty crazy. So, hopefully, you'll stay tuned for that right after this stream. Anyway, getting back to Xylo the Undying, Master of Storms. Anyway, there is a to-do list over here. So, we have, you know, defend against Ankh-Saram, build up those dragon nests. We have build more dragons. In fact, I think there's one thing we can do with this cursed face in the corner. Just, oh wait, nope, hold on. Oh, too much. Okay. Oh, nope. And, nope. We are not very centered. I don't care. Who cares about the improper lighting? We have things to do. So, what do we have? Other titles, let's see. Wooer of Woman. I don't know if there's many women I have wooed in this land. But we have Bane of Ankh-Saram, Father of Hippogriffs, Curse of the Unicorns. Ooh, Curse of the Unicorns sounds pretty good. What was the other one? The Shredder and Avenger of Aurora. Maybe more of the curse, maybe something with the unicorns. Perhaps. Nope, there's no body to be had. Nobody. Nobody knows the body I have. Give an egg to Dreyfus? No. I don't like him. He's trying to make me give up dragon eggs for that. Anyway, so what? We didn't even get to the to-do list that I keep looking at. We have a to-do list. So, of the many things we could be doing... Oh, yes, we said defend against Ox around that. There's also move those cats, because the cats are getting very, very annoying. And spy on evildoers. So, I need a little bit of mental help with all the spirits and light gods about us. How can I move these cats? Because we could just, like, manually gather them, but I feel like there's a mass cat removal tactic we could employ here. Who has ideas to move these cats? And you know exactly where we are going to move these cats. Well, you may not, but I do. I have quite an idea where I plan to move these cats. It's going to be moving them right upon the fairy lair. Because these manipulative fairies keep... Well, there's not many of them around right now. But it's nighttime, they're sleeping. But when they are about, they are mischievous. Turn the cats into starlight, TNT, teleportation, a ring of flying. Why would we get a ring of flying? We are more than capable of flying. Check this out. Woo! I can fly faster than any ring would ever allow us. Watch this burst of speed. Just because our cape can't keep up with us doesn't mean it's not ideal. And... well, close enough. Oh, jeez. Flew a little too far. Little bit too far. A golden lasso. Unfortunately, there is not a golden lasso for us to use. Okay, so people seem to not be fans of the cats. At least the spirits are not fans of the cats, but fish. But I don't want to hold a fish in my hand. We'll just probably lure them away with fish or just tell them to leave. And then we'll see. There might be a war between the fairies and pixies and cats. And we'll see who wins. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. No, the unicorn horn has nothing to do with why I would dislike the fairies. I'm positive. I think. Yeah, possibly. Anyway, we'll see if we can do that. I was just hoping there was a way I could, like, gust them away with a spell of wind. There is a spell I can do to move the cats. Alright, we are going to create a telekinesis spell. There we go. So, it's going to be a beam. We're going to re-employ the art of wizardry. And the beam is going to telekinesis on entity collision. Quite simple. But do we need to add any power to it? No. Do we need to add any range? Perhaps range. I can add some range to it. Yes, sure. Range. So we can get them all the way over there. Save this into the spellbook, which I don't have on me right now. I need to go into my inventory. We are going to make a spell that can move the cats. But maybe we could do that later. Because I did promise you, like gods, that we would be able to spy on the evil wizards. And now, we may have a slightly better chance at spying on one of them. But we're just going to do it real quick because we also have some dragons to hunt. Now, it appears that the list that Dreyfus gave me was enchanted. So once I found a dragon, the list vanished. But I did a little searching on my own. And of course, being a dragon slayer, I know where to seek out dragons. So, hopefully we will be able to find one. And of course, for those asking for whisper outs, we do not whisper out, we do not shout out, we whisper out at the end of the stream. So, dragons you want. Let's do a little bit of spying first, because some people do want the spying. But then, dragons shall fall. Right, Waddles? Did you just meow at me, Waddles? This penguin, man, he'll be the death of me. He will be the death of me. So, spying on evil wizards first, then the other stuff. But I can't just go warping to the base, because I may have been able to get the warp there, but that was obviously poor judgment when we last did things. So, we will definitely do all of that. And yes, we will do a little bit of spying. So let's flip up the resonating wand. Fortunately, or, you know, unfortunately, however you look at it, we don't need to bring our dragons or hippogriffs, well, more so our hippogriff, to fly around in this area anymore. We can just explore. Ah! Here is where that other wizard was. Suppose there's nothing to spy on there. He's not one of the ones we're looking into. But I know that the evil wizard, or once evil wizard, who knows now, Mev, has a base somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. So we will have to discover it. Let's see what I can do. It's definitely close. I can smell the Mev already. Can't you smell it? Can't you smell the Mev tonight? Smells. Aha! This is it. Oh, but we can't just go flying in there. What if he has... Oh, that's upside down me. Alright, but let's go ahead and do this. Oh, we are so hidden. This is stealth. We are just a trail of sparkles. They'll never suspect a trail of sparkles. There we go. Nothing to see here. Just a trail of sparkles. Alright. Ow. Okay. So. Okay, the sparkling trail makes me slightly less stealthy. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. So, let's take a look at what he's been working on. Sparkle lightly. Ooh, looks like he's fought a dragon of his own. Ooh, he slayed a black dragon. Okay. So just because he slayed a dark dragon doesn't mean he's a good guy. What is in here? Lava. Okay. So the duration on this pet wasn't very long, so we're just gonna have to be a little extra stealthy, you know? Let's get this dragon horn away from here. Okay, we got this. We got this. Let's see, go inside, there's blood. Alright. I will listen to you. You like gods just this once. And ha! Where's the blood? Wait. Maybe it's here. No, that's just plant magic. Maybe in here. No, that's just transmutation. Well, maybe he's growing evil. No, these are just plants. Evil in here. No, those are just seeds and stuff. And a couple pieces of chainmail. But this must be evil. No, that's just rock crystal essence. And more rock crystals. Okay. Well. There's gotta be something here. Must be up here. Evil, evil, evil. It's around here somewhere. Ah ha ha ho! Now we've found it. Now we have found the most evil, diabolical thing in existence. It's a dark box. Well, that's a dark box. Well, I don't know, guys. It just seems we found literally flowers and stars and plant magic, transmutation. Like, look, it's a stargazer. He's just looking at the stars. Huh. Alright, maybe he's not that evil after all. Alright. Seems to be pretty clear for now. We better get out of here before... Sure, we could I know, some people are suggesting other places. But we could, you know, get caught. So let's just get out of here before, you know, he comes back. Because we wouldn't want that. We would not want that. Ow. That's my face. Alright, you all seem to think that, we're in the clear here. We're in the clear here. Like lava and a dark dragon skull that he defeated is what we found. Alright. Fair enough. We'll, you know, we'll do a little more spying later, but that seemed good. How about Orange? I don't exactly remember where he lives. Let's see if I have a warp to him. A warp. I don't remember where he lives. So, we're going to have to, figure that out later. We're going to have to figure that out later. So, but everyone, I mean, I get that you seem to think that there's some evil afoot, but I could not find any. You call that spying? Alright, who else should we spy on? I don't know exactly where to go to. Inside walls? You want me to tear down his walls? Is that what you want? Well, let's see if we can warp to him like so. Fine, inside walls, but we're only going until the invisibility wears out. Come on, let us go. Let us teleport. There we go. Is this the right place? I have no idea. Might be that other guy's place. No, this is just the other one that I set up. Okay. What about if we go over to... Oh, wait, no, that's just my house. Alright, what about over here? No, it's that other guy's place. What about over here? No, that's the other thing I set up. What about over here? This would probably be it. Come on. Alright, I'll look further. But only until the invisibility wears out. We can't go searching there forever. He's evil, evil, evil. Or might be. If you guys are right, he's evil. Alright. So we're back with the invisible sparkles. Okay. Okay, don't worry. I'm on to this. I'm on to this. So, we're gonna look in here. In here. There, that's not blood, that's purple in there. Those ain't blood. Alright, someone saying to go in the waterfall. Alright, let's find this waterfall. I don't see any waterfalls. I don't know, guys. Okay, waterfall over here. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, behind the ladder. How would you know that unless you're on his side? Hold on a second. Like gods have... I don't know. Oh, jeez, no, we're not invisible anymore. Alright, we'll check behind the ladder next time. Someone said he's onto me. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We have got to get out of here. Let's just get back to Nova Nimbus. Ah, man, right before we got to check the ladders. It's alright. We'll be able to check it another time, but for now he's at least acting clean. So, his act has been kept up. Alright. And, ow. That's my face. That's my face. And just pop up to here. Because this one let us go back to our place. Now, which direction was our house? Is this our house? I don't know. It's alright, guys. Don't worry. I got away. We're not going to get caught. Because if we get caught there, then, you know, he'll bring it up to the guild master and we could be in trouble. Oh, no, this is just his house. Alright, go back. Go back. Go back. Come on. And, nope, that's just... This is... Wait, we didn't even go anywhere. Okay, gotta get out. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Okay, there's a good start. Now further this way. Probably this one's my house. Yes. There it is. Okay. Whew. Safe. Safe. Alright. So. I suppose we can go hunting those dragons now. So. Guys, I can't just illegally search someone's home. I mean, I did, but, you know, I'm not an evil wizard. So we searched, but there was nothing obvious in sight. So, what kind of dragon do we want to go after? I don't know, let's get searching. What color dragon do people want to see? Because we might be getting an egg from this. A gold dragon, a blue dragon, green, or perhaps a black dragon. I need to care for my dragons? That's a good idea. Let's get some food out here. Let's get some fish for this dragon. Blah. Ruby! Ah, cool. Ruby, you're just chilling in the cave looking all spooky. There you go. Enjoy your fish. And some... I already did feed the other... I already fed Aurora earlier. So I think I'll just let her hang out with the new baby. So red, gold, dark blue. So the options, because I mean, as I said, I'm decent at hunting dragons, but I haven't found everything. We don't have red as an option. So the options are black, green, gold, or blue. I think I could find any one of those. Red dragons are a little harder to find. They're a rare breed. Let's see. Or rather bronze than gold. A lot of people are saying blue. Ow, my face. Either black or blue, it looks like. I don't know if it's a dark blue or a light blue dragon. You never know with the eggs they drop. But, red with pink polka dots. I don't know if that's exactly a thing. Alright, you know what? Let's go hunting a black dragon. And we also have to think about what kind of names we'll give dragon babies. But where, if I was I, where would a black dragon be? Let's sniff it out. Let's sniff out the dragons. Let's sniff out some dragons. Would it be this way? Maybe. This is... My dragon senses are tingling. They are tingling this way. Oh, that's a hippogriff. Well, you know, where there's hippogriffs, there would be dragons. Potentially. Potentially. And... maybe around here. I smell dragon. I smell dragon here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the real case is, how do we find this dragon? Do we just dig straight down? I think we dig straight down. Then we might find it. But let's get a cave to start us off here. Maybe we can get the torch to illuminate our way. Or rather, just the powder, because it's easier. Nope, we're using the illumination rod, because it is a new... The illumination wand is a new thing we have. Maybe it just auto-casts light? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, illumination wand, not the answer for everything. But we will dig straight down, because we're always safe when we dig straight down. There are no black dragons, there's just 2 shades of gray dragons. Well, we'll find a gray dragon then. If that is the case. If I was a... Light! Oh, no, I don't need to be in... Oh, wait, no, I got a nugget of some kind. A prudentium nugget. Okay. It's not very valuable. I smell dragon. I smell him. Where could this dragon be? Ooh. And, no, this is a ravine. Oh. Ho, look at what we have found. Charred rock. There we go. So, did you just fall in lava? You're not very smart, are you? I actually don't have any weapons on me right now, so... if you could kindly just get back into that lava while I get some attacks at the ready. Good thing I didn't go running headfirst into this dragon without any of my bending magic ready. That could have been silly. Alright, so we do have a scroll. So... I think there's a dragon in there. Well... yeah, let's, see what spells. So we have our Thunderbolt. We have our, whatever this one is. We have our Lightning Arc. So we have Thunder. We have Lightning. We have Fire Whip. We have Fireball. And those are the, best spells we have. So which ones do we want to use? We can only pick 2. I get it, dragon. I'm coming to fight you. Deal with it. Deal with it. So what do the light gods want to see? What do the light gods want to see? Well, first, speaking of light gods, since you guys have been doing some stuff, we're going to get a couple of these, and you know the amount of likes you have affects the amount of blocks that we break. But this one in particular is just going to clog that up right there. Was that a... What was that up there? Someone saying there's a magical number pad of which I could use, which unfortunately I can't, because that uses a whole bunch of other hotkeys that I actually need so you can actually see me. But it's not a terrible idea. So we have Thunderbolt and Fireball, Lightning Arc, Fire Whip and Arc Lightning, both arcs, Arc and Fireball. Okay, so definitely the Lightning Arc. What's going on? See an invisible dragon? Oh, jeez. He wants me. Okay. Well, let's get this at the ready. And let's get the... Okay, we'll do Fireball. We'll do the Fireball for now, since we haven't done a lot with the Fireball. There we go. There's 2 easy access keys. Do we get the shield up? Well, we're fighting a dragon. I guess we might as well get the shield up. Alright. Let's see if this will get us a nice easy entrance. Lucky blood! Oh. That didn't really do much. Well, how do we break into this? I think I have a couple of ideas. One, we could just step in there. Cool, I get it. But 2, we could do this. We could go up here. We could place a couple of these. We're actually gonna need somewhere for these to... Excuse me, dragon. I'm busy plotting your downfall. Oh jeez! Oh jeez! He bit me through the rock! Nope. Nope. Okay. Ow. Ow. Get off me! I said get... Alright, Lightning Arc. Darn it, now I'm inside a rock. See what you done to me, dragon. No. No. This is a difficult fight. It's a devious little dragon. He's half ghost. Oh boy. Alright. Undying title. Not 100% earned yet. This is a big dragon. Stay back. Oh jeez. That is a lot of fire. That is a lot of fire. Kind of wishing I made the fire armor now. You know what? Can we get out of here? Can we get up into the sky? Nope, not when we're in his mouth. We're in his mouth. Okay. Let me just get over here, dragon. Man, okay, so last dragon we fought wasn't exactly into fighting us. This one really wants to eat us. He's an evil dragon. Come on, you can't get me stuck in that fire. Keep dodging the flames. Keep dodging the flames. Keep on dodging the flames. Let me just eat up a little here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Just don't breathe fire at me again. Don't breathe fire at me again and I'll be just fine. Okay, maybe I should have brought the lightning bolt. That's my strongest ability. Oh boy. Maybe we just need to stay close so he doesn't get his fire on us. Oh jeez. Alright, fireball. Stay back. I don't know if the fireball is working the best against the fire dragon. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. We're out of chi. Oh, let's get my sword out. Or the hammer. Where's my sword? It's fine. We'll just get some more chi back, and then the fire bending will come out. You know what? Let me just, get over here. Oh, where's my shield at? Shield, I need you too. Oh, boy. How did this switch? Let's just do this. Let's just do either shield or that. That's fine. That's reasonable, right? Alright. Come on. Okay. Ooh, shield. Shield, 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 shield. Okay. Let's get moving. He doesn't want us to move. How's my armor looking? It's okay. Could be better. This is not easy. Oh, jeez. This might be it. This might be it. Live. Come on. Stay back. There we go. Now we can actually get shots on him. Yeah. What's it feel like when I'm actually in reasonable range with you, huh? Yeah! Okay! Well, I am Xylo, Slayer of Dragons. It's what I do. The Undying! The Undying! No big deal. No big deal. Whew. Wet the floor? Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Try to see what the flute does. A little late for the flute. A little late for the flute. Yeah, we need to get this place put out a little bit. I don't think I have any magic that cures all this fire, so let's start using water. Huh. So, yeah, I don't have this much pee in me. While one might argue that I could have peed myself there, I did not. I kept my complete composure the entire time. There was no panic during that fight whatsoever. I think that was handled. Quite handled. Alright, let's get the illumination wand out as well, so we can start getting the light sources in here. Don't want any zombies taking credit for my work. So, thank Armara, we were able to survive. Fortunately, we were able to get a lot of help with that Phoenix Fire perk. Because I think every time we got down low... Really? Was that the best plan, Witch? Was that the best of ideas? Yeah, I didn't think it was. Yeah, so I guess this is a very dark shade of gray, this dragon. But he was a beast indeed. He was a beast indeed. So, we'll just get some of this water out here. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Undying is, you know, obviously a phrase, you know, but whew. Let's just look at the book here and look at what Armara was able to do for us. Look at this perk here. Phoenix Fire saves us in dire situations. And that was a lot of dire situations. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Armara. Huh. That dragon certainly liked his fire. What are we gonna name him? I'm thinking Fornax right now, but we'll see. He might be one of the other constellations. Because I still want to go with that constellation names for the dragon idea. I think that was a good idea. Because these dragons certainly have some power to them. Enough power to rival the power of the stars. Clearly almost enough power to rival the power of the stars there. Not enough, but almost enough. Alright, let's get some more light here. Oh, he was savage. He was almost able to kill me. But he helped me realize that Armara is certainly the constellation for us to attune to. Now, someone right before the fight, one of the light gods had mentioned if we had the armor perk for Armara as well as the constellation attunement, we would truly be undying. And that is probably correct. I think with both, we would be untouchable. But this seems to do enough work, because we were in a very bad position with a very big dragon for a while there. We literally fought the dragon from inside its mouth. I fought the dragon from inside its mouth. And we have defeated it. Huh. So, that's always good to hear. And most of the reason I'm clearing out this fire is so if it does drop an egg, then we'll certainly get that egg, rather than it being lost to the flames. So that should be close to enough fire put out. We can just put a little bit more out on the far side here. Just because, just out of principle. But, quite the dragon slaying. This was a fight. That was quite the fight. See, a lot of good names popping around, but we're going to have to whip open the Book of Constellations. By the way, we have almost 800 people in here. If everyone sticks around till the end, we might break 1,000 again. But that is up to you, Light Gods. That is all up to you. So, let's just look at this sky. What does its parent represent here of the potential constellations? Decidia, if it's a female, Decidia could work out, because that's a very offensive constellation. I feel like that would be a fire dragon. Fornax is literally the dragon of fire. So that's a potential. Pelotrio. This is the darkest constellation. So I think Pelotrio would be it if it's a male. Avorcio is destruction, which is potential. Certainly potential. I think we're going to need to get the egg and then decide ahead of time what dragons will hit what constellation by color. So, before we harvest this guy, let me just get a snack. Just a little snack. That was a fight. Yeah, destruction or fire would be definitely fitting, but the darkness one would be fitting as well, because this is the darkest dragon we're going to find. So I think that might be the lead option for me. We'll open up more of these lucky blocks depending on how you guys support everything by the end, but for now, let's get harvesting this dragon. Let's see. Okay. So there we go. We got ourselves a red dragon egg. Okay. So it gave us a different color than it was. Good to know. Alright. So this dragon is going to be a red dragon. Maybe it will be Fornax. Because this is a lot of fire and a lot of destruction it caused. It literally grabbed me through the wall. Its parent may have been a dark dragon, but this simply gave me a red egg, which I'm kind of happy for. Avorcio would be good. Fornax would be good. I guess it would have to be Decidia if it's a female, because that's one of the few female names we have. But aside from that, let's get back home. Ooh, I wonder if I can go straight up with my resonating wand and destroy with the hammer. This might take a little more time, but it's certainly doable. I kind of just want to do this out of principle now. Oh, we can't get through all the dirt. Alright, we can just warp home. It's fine. Let's see if there's any more loot we want to gather. We seem to have the scales. There's a lot of destroyed treasure around here. Let's get the heart before we leave. Ooh, maybe I want to keep this charged stone. We don't need all the bones, but I want the stones that we gathered. Maybe I can gather some more charged stone, and with that, ooh, if we had Silk Touch, we could gather these gold piles. But we do not yet. That was either a stage, I think it was a stage 5 with the size of that thing, right? Yeah, that was certainly a stage 5 dragon. As big as they come. Let's see. So, let's go over to the Temple of Xylo. Ah! Well, that was a fight. Yeah, it seems the dark gray dragons can give different colored eggs. So it looks like we have another wall to be made. A wall of dragon names. Ooh, we should probably put that right near the hatchery. That makes sense. And it's right between the constellations and the hatchery. Obviously, we'll need to redecorate the hatchery a little bit if we're going to make this work out, because it's not the best place for a fire dragon. But let's grab ourselves some signs. Just grab, we probably only need... No, we'll grab 3. Just to make it even with the other stuff we've set up. There we go. So, of the many constellations, let's see what we could do. The scales of the dragon indeed were gray. So, the wizard who told us about the only gray dragons, no black dragons existing, is correct. But it was certainly one of the darkest dragons we fought. Let's see, I can make gold piles with 3 gold ingots now. Let's take a look at that. Because I would love to just be able to craft the piles. I know I couldn't before, in the last world, but have the gods of riches deemed it fitting for us now to be able to do this. Let's find out. It doesn't seem so. It doesn't seem so. Yes, we don't know what gender the dragon's going to be until we hatch it. So we'll have to decide on that. But let's look into the astrotome and look at the constellations. So Visio, speed. What would Visio be for a dragon? Maybe the I guess we should organize them by fire and by fire and by ice. The word ice escaped me. The fight got to my head a little bit. And we can make a dragon bone sword at the after this as well. That sounds like quite the idea. Nuggets? Alright, we will try nugget. 2 nuggets? Alright. I really want to figure this out before we forget. So, I will look at the nuggets. And then we will do this. And the font of magic that grants us the transmutation table is the Project E. Mod. Wink, wink. So, let's get ourselves some ingots. Rather, the nuggets. Nugget, nugget, nugget. And let's try the nuggets. 2 nuggets? Yes! Thank you. Now we should... And the pile of gold has an EMC value. Brilliant. They have made this so much easier for me. Alright. We can certainly lay the... I'm just gonna say. Does everyone think we should lay the bottom of the entire dragon nest with gold? I think it's tempting. I think it's tempting. So, let's see. Let's look back at the different constellations. So, let's just put them all down. We have Visio, Armara, Avitas, Decidia. So, we need a bare hand here. There's so many things I have I should organize. It's fine. So, we have... And some of these will be very important dragons to us, of course. Visio, I think that's how it was spelled. Armara... Something, Decidia, it was Avitas. Decidia. Yep, we should indeed cover it all with gold and silver. Not a bad idea. Decidia. So there we go. And we will decide upon all those. We'll put just 4 to assign to make it fairly even. And then we'll have to decide the different colors they can be. Alright, let's be honest, it might not be a dragon of fishing when it comes down to it. Alright, the next 4 we will look at are... the Evorsio, Butis, Fornax, and Pelotrio. So we need... Evorsio, Butis, Fornax, and what was the last one here? Pelotrio. And then Octans for the next one. Let's go up 1. Pelotrio. And now Octans might not get a dragon named after it. I'm not gonna lie. And then the final 3 are Horologium, Mineralis, and Lucerna. Alright. Horologium, Mineralis, and Lucerna. And I don't know if they're all spelled right on this list. We'll make sure to double check that before we name a dragon, that it's spelled correctly. But this is just a list to organize our thoughts. So Fornax is certainly a likely title for a red dragon. A very likely title. But we'll have to see. So, let's go over here, because Fornax, yes, I think that has to be a fire dragon male. So a male fire. Which is, yeah, definitely a possibility. Pelotrio seems like a male name. And what is Pelotrio again? Darkness. So, a male and a dark dragon. Either a dark blue or a gray dragon would be Pelotrio. Butis. And Evorsio. Let's see, what is Evorsio? The constellation of destruction. So probably a male fire dragon as well. Butis. Don't know the gender of that. We might have to give this one a female because we have a lot of male names. So female Butis. Yeah, S is definitely a feminine. I don't know if that's an ice or a fire dragon necessarily. So let's see. We have Visio. Which is, okay, we definitely got a bunch of females here, so. Visio would be a male dragon. Yeah, definitely a male dragon of, I guess, light blue or bronze. I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be ice or fire, so let's just leave that blank. Armara is definitely a female ice, because that's the defense. So ice seems a bit more defensive than fire. Avitas is a female green, because that's about growth and stuff. Now, yes, fire is not much for growth, but neither is ice, so let's just go based on the color. Dissidia, that is the damage, so that is a female of either color, probably fire. So that's good so far. So we're set with males and females. Lucerna is a female of fire. Let's see, so female fire, because it's light. Light colored fire, so maybe a bronze, because I think that's the only light colored fire. So Lucerna would have to be a female bronze. Mineralis, ooh, Mineralis could go either. I think either of these, any of these names could be any gender, really. Mineralis may be a gray dragon out of minerals. Gray? Perhaps? And, but the other one's also a gray. Maybe this is if it's a female gray, and the other constellations if it's a male gray? I don't know. Yeah, Mineralis is definitely a female name. Horologium, I guess we'll call that a male. But what is that constellation even of? I always forget. I think that's the one I haven't even discovered yet. Yeah, I don't even know what that's a constellation of. Time, maybe? I don't know. So, magic stuff. A lot of people. Yeah, females are taking over. Well, it really depends. This is just the tentative names. We're going to see what. We're not going to get all of these dragons. We're going to get the eggs and see what they hatch into. So, the red fire dragon can either be definitely, it looks like, no, definitely not Lucerna. It can be Fornax, Evorcio. We don't have a lot of female fire ones. Lucerna, we don't have a lot of ice dragon names either, it would seem. We have, for ice dragons, we have Armara, and Dissidia we can probably give to ice. Yeah, it seems a lot of the female ones we've given to ice, a lot of the male ones we've given to fire. The N is gender neutral, yeah. That makes sense. And we can slightly change the names to make them work a little bit better. Yeah, I think we're hoping that this red dragon turns into becomes Fornax, if it's a male. But if it is a female, what do we want to name it? I'll get one more sign here. Just a regular sign, it doesn't need to be a fancy one. But it's going to be a fancy one, let's be honest. Let's see. So, red, male equals Fornax, female equals Dissidia, maybe? What are we thinking? Let's see, guys, and to those of you suggesting Mev's using evil, we've already scouted out his base today. If he is using any evil, he's certainly hiding it from me. Female Fornax could be still Fornax. It's just Fornax seems masculine to me. But it might not be. It might not be. Dissidia for a female? Yeah, that seems like it. Even though that would kind of limit us. But I guess we have Armara for our next female ice dragon. So, that kind of works. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, it's Fornax unless we decide it's a Dissidia. Fornaxia. Oh, that's a cool name, though. That's a cool name. Yeah, I feel like it'll be Fornaxia or yeah, Dissidia or Fornaxia. Because Fornaxia is actually a cool name. That is pretty nice. Because we can switch the names around. Like, especially when it comes down to some of these, like, Evorcio. That can easily be Evorcia. Ooh, Evorcia. Though, what if it's Evorcia? Ooh. I just feel like Dissidia is not a red fire dragon, you know? That could be a lot of things. It is an offensive one, and this was an offensive dragon mother, but I don't know. Yeah, Lucerna's probably going to be a bronze fire. Vicio's probably going to be a bronze male, because It's hard for Visio, because what do you base fire or ice on speed? Ice feels slow, so that's why I'm thinking fire. And bronze is, you know, closest to being colored after lightning. So, I don't know. I don't quite know, but I think that is a pretty good layout. We're aiming for Fornax, but we might have to name it a female dragon name. So we will see. And honestly, I think I was probably worrying about my defenses more than I needed to there. We probably were going to be fine no matter what with, you know, Armara watching over us. As long as Armara's in the sky, we should be fine. Wait, where is it? Okay, so it's not in the sky right now. But when Armara's in the sky, we should be undefeatable. So, I think that's worth considering. So Fornax may be the name of this new dragon. Of course, we'll have to hatch it a little bit later because we're running out of time. Visio could be a blue dragon. A light blue, I think. Okay, well, we're taking a little peek. Ice for Visio? Maybe. We'll see, like, what other dragon eggs we catch, because some might be obvious. Like, if it's a green dragon, it's obviously Avitas. If it's a bronze female, it's obviously Lucerna. Mineralis could probably be a great... It's definitely either Pelotrio or Mineralis for a gray dragon, and that's probably the male or female one. And so on and so forth. Armara, if it's... Ooh, that's the question. Is Armara a dark blue or a light blue dragon? What do you think? What color ice dragon is it? Because there's only light blue, dark blue, and white, correct? Because that may be the case. So we'll have to see what that would be. What would be Mineralis. And honestly, it would take more time than we have to hatch the dragon egg. I'm sorry. I can start getting the snow out of here. But we gotta see how many lucky blocks you guys have enabled us to open. So, how many lickety-lackaroos are here? Ooh, almost 400, so we can open up these 3 more blocks. But if you have 500, we're gonna open up even more. So I'm just gonna do a quick little adjustment to the terrain here for me, or conversion wand. Ooh. Ooh. We have charred cobblestone just staring us in the face. I was gonna get netherrack, but hey, this is right here, so let's just do that. There we go. And we'll get netherrack to replace the ice. The ice. Ice, baby. Lightning, can you calm down? You're really rubbing it... I don't have netherrack. What do we have that would fit for fire? We have red matter. No, just coal. Yeah, we'll do coal. It's fitting. Blocks of coal. Because this dragon was, you know, the child of a dark black dragon. So, let us take this out here and put a piece of coal right here. Get that. And boop. Boop. There we go. Nice and fiery. We will need to get a piece of netherrack. Oh, we don't even have netherrack to hatch the dragon on. I guess we can just do it in any fire. So, that makes sense. Just what do we have that's flammable? Just a log. Wisdom wood. It'll be the wisest dragon ever to be birthed. There we go. And hopefully it won't spread onto the nest and stuff. We'll figure it out if it does. You know. You know. Sword? Did I drop my sword? Oh, yeah, I said I'd make a sword. You right. You right. Picky, picky, picky. Could just make the sword in the video coming up, but sure. What do we need? Oh, no, we need the blood for the sword. How do we make the sword? Because I don't know how much blood I have. Yeah, I think I might need to actually take a little time to craft that. Bone sword. Let's see. Or do I just need the heart? Yeah, I need the blood, so I need to work on the heart a little bit. How do I get the blood again? Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out later on. But let's get over to those nice little cubes and see if we can get those unlocked. So we make sure we don't lose that egg. And coal burns. It does. I know a lot of things will burn. It's just I'm concerned about stuff that's going to burn around it. So we'll see. We will see. So let's fly over to here where we have a stack of pigs and all kinds of craziness going on. One day, sheep, you will all be out of here. All of you. Let's see. So we have 3 more blocks, unless everyone hits a little button that helps. I mean, with 600 people in here, you could hit 600. But I will only assume that you're capable of hitting a number such as 5. And, darn it, we have fortune here, but we don't have the, I guess we don't really need Silk Touch for much anymore, because we can just craft that stuff. Hey! A little slime castle! That's nice. We'll collect some of those slime blocks. In fact, I should do that now. Let me just leave this block right here. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Because I want this block. There we go. My first block of slime. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'll look in the book to get that going. So, you have to bottle the dragon carcass. Ah, yes, we should have done that. Oh, well. We'll do that next time. Next dragon we hunt. That's fine. So, what do we got here? Oh, almost at that 500 already. I suppose I better get another block out. If you are that capable, which you're also talented with your light guarding. Alright, some stuff. And we'll go inside the slime This is my slime castle, sheep. Get out of here. No. Fine. 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 I'll do it right next to the slime castle. That's fine. Alright. So, for the final cube, since you just hit 500. Well played. Well played. Boom! Oh, look at all the doggies. Alright, doggies, we're going home. We have some cats for you to eat. Do wolves eat cats? We're about to find out. So, of course, thank you everyone for stopping by and joining us in our dragon slaying adventures. These were good times, potentially bad times, but we survived. So, you have done well. I suppose I will give whisper outs in a moment, but first I must say, in about 30 minutes, there will be another stream. I hear an adventure is going to be going down in the land of Skyrim, or something like that. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm just going to fly over there and hope they teleport. So we will see if you can all join us there. That will be going on in 30 minutes, and then we may even do more things after that, such as pirate adventures. But I don't know, so I'm going to give a little bit of a whisper out to Gamerlord, Johnny, Robert, Derek, Rebecca, JM, Tiny, Corey, Badwolf, Wellison, Phoenix, Asher, John, Carey, Super, Chicken, Arop, Dark Lord, MWP, Carl, already said you, Raiden, Green Wolf, and a lot of Pixel, Pigletto, John, Justa, DP, Master, Camille, Mommy Bear, Noah. Then there's way too many of you. I will see you soon. There it is.